This is your boy Day Day back out with another video, and today, guys, I'm going to be showing you my build for NBA 2K26 going forward. This would be my main build, and if you know me, you know that my main build is always the center, and this year is nothing different. So we're going to make it a center. I wanted to go 7'2" this year, but decided that there are some things that kind of not stopped me from going 7'2", but made me not want to go 7'2" anymore. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so yeah. Instead, I went 7'1" with a 7'7" wingspan. You'll see why in a minute. And the weight, we're gonna go all the way down to. I went down to 221. Now, can go up to 224. That's the max weight you can go, or you should go. I'm just going to stick to 221 just because I want that 60 agility for this build. And there's a problem with this build. Not really a problem, but it has a weakness. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these content creators are making no weakness builds. If you saw my first build, it had no weakness. If you saw my Hakeem build, it had like a minor weakness that you don't really see too often on. Actually, I think the Hakeem build didn't have a weakness on it either. But this build does have a weakness, and it's not that bad of a weakness, and I'll tell you why later. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna start out with our close shot. It's gonna go all the way up to an 84, and I was just gonna keep it at 84. Paint Prodigy on silver, you know, all that good stuff. But then we're also gonna put it up to an 87. All right. We're going to put our driving layup kind of high. 76 is where most people put it for Bam Adebayo float package, but we're also going to put it all the way up to an 80 just to get that gold or that silver physical finisher. I want to build that can do some driving dunks, that can do this and that. So that is why we had to make the weight specific and also make it very, you know, what's it called, very low. It's because I want the contact dunk packages. At an 87, you get the first set of contact dunk packages, and you also get posterizer on silver. So that's what we did. Now, this is a big man build, and I almost went with the 81 standing dunk, but instead we're going to go all the way up to an 88. Now I'm going to make it's the same build, but it's two different versions just depending on what you want to put your build specialization in, because the max plus 1 badges and the max plus 2s, right? And then we're going to go with an 80 post control just to get that hook specialist on gold. Mid-range, we're going to max that out at an 80. Our three-point, we're going to max out at 78. Free throw, we're going to go put all the way to a 71. You got your pass act here, which last year I went with the 87 for my big man build. This year I'm going to go with the 84 for versatile visionary on gold. 60 ball handle just to get some good ball handling attributes. 55 ball handle just to get 55 speed with ball with or 55 speed with ball just to get Giannis dribble package, dribble style. Interior defense is a little low at a 75, which, hey, I'm gonna get to that in a second. 62 perimeter defense to guard the perimeter. 60 on the steal just to get interceptor. And I've seen interceptor work so much this year, it's crazy. 84 on the block to get paint patroller on silver, and also we're going to get high flying denier on silver. Now I want my offensive rebound to be high, so of course I put mine, well, not even of course, but I put mine all the way up to a 94 offensive rebound. The speed here, I put it to a 70. The agility, I put it to a 60. My strength, I end up maxing out, and I put my vert to a 78. 78 vert. What do you get at 78 vert? You don't get anything. It's at 77, you get something. So I can move that around. Point is, this is how I made my build. Alright. Now, there is a minor tweak that I would make differently. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I play with it a little bit. I'm like, okay, the paint is overpowered. Anywhere you're in the paint, the standing dunks, the driving dunks, the close shots, they're OP as hell. Alright. I chose my build specialization to go on finishing. The reason for that, go +2 on your standing dunk, giving you rise up on gold. And once you get rise up on gold, I was going to max +2 that to be legend. Max +1 this to be posterizer on gold. I don't hate that. As of right now, I don't hate that. You know what I'm saying? Or you can max +1 float game or hook specialist if you really want to, you know, do that for real. You know what I'm saying? or Paint Prodigy if you want to do that either. It doesn't matter to me. That's just what I wanted, just because I wanted to yam on people's heads. And honestly, with the 87 drive and dunk, I think I'm probably just gonna be able to do that without having posterizer on gold. Only problem is, if you look at your shooting, and shooting this year, it is green to shoot, and I've had a lot of fun with my shooting this year. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've had a lot of fun with it. I've been able to use my shooting very effectively, right? So I was able to use it very effectively at 78. The only problem is, really, the only problem is, it is green to shoot at the end of the day, right? The green window is super small. So if I was to remake this build right now, and I'm not sure if I'm going to remake it or not, I would do something a little like this. I would take this down 2. I forgot exactly how I went about doing this, but I take that down 2. Take this down 1. And I'll take this down to a 77. And you can get a 90 standing dunk by doing that. Get gold, rise up, all that. Alright. That's my last remaining attribute I put on my 3-point shot. Or actually, I take that back. I put it on, there's another way you can do this as well. Take that down, put it on your mid-range. Actually, you could kind of just do that, honestly. Hold up, there's a different way you can do this that actually, like, gives you better attributes back. It's this. Boom. So, you need 3 cap breakers to get mid-range to a 80 and 3-point to a 78, which I'm not sure if you actually need all 3, or you might only need 2, because, you know, this year, if your 3-point shot's low, you can get, like, +2 for the cap breaker and stuff like that. And if I'm being honest with you, I would, if I was remaking this build, I would do it like this. Reason for that, set shot specialist on gold. That's the only reason I would do that. Set shot specialist on gold would make your bar, if I had to guess, like, be the green window would be so much bigger. You know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to your max +1, you can put it on Post Fade Phenom. You could put it on, you could put it on Deadeye. Put on, I don't know if you could put on Limitless Range, because you, technically speaking, don't have the badge. Don't know. But yeah, if I was to remake this build, this is how I'd make it, right? And any other cap breaker, once you get all these out of the way, all the 80, the 78, once you get those out the way, then I would go to, like, the post control, getting that up to an 80, right? Or the interior defense, because the interior defense is low. So, me personally, from my own experiences, just off of the build, like, to get the most attributes out of the build, I know that I could do this and have the most amount of attributes on this build, like, get the most out of the build, basically, you know what I'm saying? And that was doing this. All right, I get the most out of the build here. The only thing I'm missing is set shot specialist on gold, or Hall of Fame. It's not even gold, it's Hall of Fame. Set shot specialist in Hall of Fame. Now, you get on silver. Right now, I got bronze, and sometimes it's easy to hit, sometimes it's not. But dead serious, if you don't green it, like, you have 0 room for error. Point is, you got this, all right? Interior defense is low. Any other cap breakers after the 78, or after the like the build specialization cap breakers, every other one would go towards interior defense in my block. That's me being honest. There's no need to put it on vert. There's no need to put it on anything else. Interior defense and block is what it's going to go on. Might put it on standing dunk, because I could be able to get to, like, a 99. I could put it on vert to get to, like, an 80 vert. Possible. Like, I might. I doubt it very seriously. Let me check something real quick. If I'm to take this down 2, and put, drop the strength 1, drop the strength 1, just go ahead and drop the pass act 1, 2. Just to see something real quick. You need 95 standing dunk, and you get Hall of Fame rise up. So, Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling like remaking my build and putting the man, that sucks. That sucks to do. Because I'm not gonna lie, the cap breakers are easy to get this year. Like they're so easy to get this year. So yeah, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. Anyways, I see what I did wrong this year for the build specialization. So that being said, I am a dumbass, and I am gonna try to fix that. But anyways, point is, um, that's the build I made. Shit. Let me remake it real quick. How long is the video? The video's 10 minutes long. It's not that bad. Okay. So boom, you go down here. Boom, 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 boom. You go 84. You go 73. This is the build I made. This is the exact build I made. And with this, you get the name. Let's see if it's going to show it. Rim Running Putback Pro. I love the name because it makes you think you can't shoot, but you really can on this build. And it says the only weakness is it lacks strength in the paint. Major asset on offensive rebounds, high level lob threat, consistent, tough around the rim, poster threat and paint. Overall, this build sounds amazing. I played with it. It is amazing. I'm able to win so much with like a 78 overall, or like with the 68 overall. I mean, so trust and believe this build is good. I just wish I made the build specialization different, which I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna fix it. I don't know what name you get, but if you want to remake that build, you can. I'll let you know, or you can let me know. Well, actually, I'm gonna make the build anyway. So yeah, point is, if y'all like this build, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. And with that being said, I'm gonna see you on the next one. My next build coming out probably tomorrow, maybe even late tonight, is gonna be the meta build in my opinion for 2K26. All right. That being said, I'm gonna see you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.